Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel, Philippine Adventures, Dan and Rochelle. Today's video, my husband is going to talk about the very important
things that expats need to understand and know before you move to the Philippines. These are very important. So I have about 12 things here, okay? So the first one, number one, when you come to the Philippines, you need to be able to tolerate the heat and the humidity. So I know a lot of people that come from hot areas, Florida, Los Angeles. I'm even from a hot area in Canada where it gets, up to 100 degrees or depending, 40 Celsius. So, but when I moved here, it is so hot. In fact, right now we're in our bedroom because it's too hot outside, even though it's the winter time. It's winter here and it still feels like 39 on the Weather Channel, which is close to, it's very hot, it's like 100. So anyway, so because of the humidity, it is way hotter. Like I've been even feeling weak at times, it's so hot here. So unless you're in very, very good health, consider the heat, because you're going to know that as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to go, whoa. So we spend a lot of time in air conditioning. I guess I'm a big baby. I don't know. I can't tolerate it. So I'm learning to, but I still need to come in and get air conditioning every little while. So yeah, the summers, even the winters. There's only really two seasons here. Usually summer and then winter. In the winter, it rains a lot. Even the rain is still hot. It's still going to be 88 to 90 degrees, which is 33 or so, 30 to 33. It's still going to be hot here. It gets very humid, muggy. It does get wet, and I love that. I don't mind. Where I'm from, it rains a lot, so I do love the rain. So I have no problem with that. Anyway, so that's number one, and you also got to deal with typhoons. So you're going to get at least 12 storms a year, major storms, so get ready for it. Okay, number two, bad drivers here, very bad. Okay, so personally, I feel much safer in a car. But let's put it this way: wherever you're coming from, if it isn't a third world country, there's organization, and when you drive, there's lanes, there's people don't cross the lanes, there's rules, there's stop signs, there's lights. Here, there's none of that. There is no lights, not one light in a city of 150,000. There's no lights, no stop signs, no yield signs, nothing. So what it is here is people here flash their headlights, or they honk, or they just push through the intersection. There is no yield, there's no, there are very little rules and very little police to actually enforce any rules. So that's why it's kind of scary here. If you're not an aggressive driver at home, don't even bother. Like, just come here for a month, take the trikes. Here in Dumaguete, we have trikes to get around, very few taxis, so mostly trikes. So I would do that, because you're going to get a real shock when you come to learning how to drive here. So personally, like I say, I like a car. We have everything. We had a car, we had trike, we have bikes, motorcycles, we have everything. I do like to ride the bikes when it's to cool off, to get breeze, but again, because of the heat, I love to be in a car with air conditioning, and if it rains, you stay dry. But the drivers here are really bad, and it's because of lack of education. Really, a lot of people don't have a clue how to drive, or have never even taken a test. Here you can buy your way into it if you get, what do they call it, fixers? Yeah. You get a fixer, so you can actually, a lot of people here have bought their license.
Some of them, not all.
Not all of them, but I think that at least 70% of them are very, very bad drivers. At least, and that's being kind. Number three, I would say what bothers me here is it's quite dirty, and I guess, I've been spoiled. I'm not from a third world country, so some places are very filthy. I guess if you go out of the major cities a little bit, you'll find it a lot cleaner. But it's kind of sad to see all the garbage on the beaches in towns. It smells quite strong too. The sewer systems are backed up, so it's not very pleasant. So again, we are in a third world country, so you have to lower your standards and live like the locals do if you want to be happy here. I know it's hard. I'm still having trouble with it in some of my ways, but it's so I guess number 4, patience. Patience actually should be number 2, but anyway, patience. You need a lot of patience to be in the Philippines. Things are no time means nothing. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is, parties, anything. I know at home you think, oh yeah, it's cool to be late half an hour. Well, that's nothing here. You're lucky if you're within 2 hours of some times. But even going to the bank, you're going to get so frustrated going to a bank. You're used to going to a bank at home and going in and out in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. Here, I'm not exaggerating, you go in, it's very rare you get out less than 40 minutes, maybe 40 minutes to an hour, sometimes more. We go in the bank, try to get money out because I guess it's just just lack of good equipment that they have. I don't know. Everything's handwritten. It's very, very slow. So I know I was getting angry here and I cursed, and you kind of have to accept it. And I'm trying to accept it. I'm learning it slowly. But yeah, the banks, everything. You'll go into a restaurant, you'll wonder why, or you'll go in and you're going to find out. You go to McDonald's or something, and you say, "Can I get a Big Mac?" And they're going to say, "Oh, sorry, sir, out of stock." Or can I get ice cream? Out of stock, sir. This is very common here. I don't know why. I guess maybe I'm not sure, babe, if it's limited the stuff that they can get. We're not from a major city. We're in a good sized city, in Dumaguete here, but we're not from Cebu or Manila, where it probably doesn't happen near as much. But you're going to find that a lot of places you go, you're going to go look for something you need. And number 5, believe it or not, do not use crosswalks without looking. The very first day I thought, oh, no big deal, you can go in a crosswalk. Well, if you go in a crosswalk, you are a target. Like I said, they don't understand the rules, they don't understand what that means, or they don't care to. Everybody's in a hurry. So please be aware, when you come here, you make sure don't walk out in a crosswalk, because you will get run over. There's no two ways about it. There'll be very few people who are going to stop for you. It's kind of the way it is here. So I think I skipped over like number 6 was a lot of places are out of stock, or they don't have it, or whatever, but we don't need that one anymore. Number 7, I also did go a little bit over that. Time means nothing. So patience is a must. In so many things that you do here, you need to have patience and wait. And I know I'm the worst. Like I get so frustrated, and I'm like pulling out my hair. I mean, now I used to have a 4-head, now I have a 5-head.
That's why you don't have any hair.
But
you don't find it.
But now I'm slowly understanding it doesn't even matter when I get mad. They don't care. They just don't care. It's just the way it is here, and you have to adapt in their country. So I'm learning that. I'm learning to try and be like Filipinos.
Yeah, you're almost there.
There you go. Number 8. This one probably could be a lot higher in a lot of people's books. Noise here at all hours, okay? All hours. I'm talking, we have a guy now playing video or karaoke all night and all day, and it's actually still going on.
Early this morning until now.
Still, like it just doesn't stop. Which
tonight too.
Tonight it'll still be going.
Yes.
So when you move here or you decide to live here, make sure scout out the places you're going to live and find out what is around you, because you're going to find there's going to be barking dogs. There's so many dogs here. They're going to bark all night. Roosters are going to keep you awake. So if these things bother you, this will not be the place for you. So it's not going to change. The only way you're going to avoid that is go to Cebu or Manila and get in a big high rise and get up very high. Otherwise, you're going to hear everybody's motorcycles, roosters, dogs, you name it. It's loud.
Roasters.
Oh, all night. All night. I wake up a lot. And even when I wake up at 4, 3, there's still roosters and dogs barking. So it's non-stop. So you better be able to tolerate that. What else we got, baby? Number 9, hospitals. Okay? Hospitals are definitely not the same as we have in North America. I am not impressed with the hospitals here. They are cheaper. They're not that bad. I mean, we have full medical in Canada, but most of the minor stuff that I do here is actually fairly cheap. Your meds you can get here. Anything you can get in Canada or the States, you can still get here. And it's about the same price, maybe even some places a little bit cheaper. But the care in the actual hospitals is lacking quite a bit compared to our hospitals. There is some in Manila.
Yeah, St. Luke, Manila.
And Cebu. What's that? Chong?
Chonghua Hospital.
Yeah, there are a couple of great hospitals. They have a decent one here in Dumaguete. I don't know. I get frustrated when I got there. I get screwed around and pay here, pay there, go there. They tell me to do something, and then I go there, and then they say, "Oh, we can't do that. You have to go to a different hospital." Yeah. So it's, I think, for blood tests, X-rays, stuff like that. It's simple and straightforward and fairly cheap. So, but I am afraid that if something serious happens to me, I'll be in trouble. So, I will have to go back to Canada if something major comes up. But let's. Please God, look after us. And as well as in the hospital, it's very hot here all the time, all year round. There's no air conditioning in most of the parts of the hospital. They do have some rooms that have it, but most of it isn't. They just have fans in the waiting rooms. And believe me, you wait here. You think you wait at home. You wait here too. Number 10. There is a lot of ants, bugs, geckos, flies, everything landing in your food. Ants on the counters. I know this sounds a little, but some people hate bugs. Okay, so there is a lot of that here. Okay, number 11, brownouts, which we call either power outage or blackouts. They are very common here in the Philippines. We get them roughly every week to 10 days. We get a power outage, and they're usually scheduled for like 8 till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Usually once a week. I guess they're always trying to get upgrades because they're lacking in their power grid. So it's that's frustrating me because especially for me, I need air conditioning. I need some kind of fan or something. Otherwise I'm just kaput. But also with that, when it comes with that, when there is no power, there's no water here either, because we have pumps that draw the water. I mean, we have water. You can go to buy water, or sometimes we have some in our backup. But you can't have showers or your sinks, and nothing's going to work that way. So you'll need your toilet. You'll have to go up and throw a bucket and bucket your water. But anyways, it's just upgraded, and I can live with that. But it's just so you know, it happens a lot. Okay, number 12. Very bad roads here. They are actually in Dumaguete getting better. Besides the drivers being very crazy, and really it seems like you're going to say, wow, they don't even value their lives. They drive on the other side of the road. It's pretty much a road. They almost play chicken with you. Whoever is bigger takes that road, and you get off or get on the shoulder and get out of the way. It's just the way it is here, and it's kind of weird. But the roads are definitely getting better here in Dumaguete. But anyway, so those are 12 major things that I would really, think those over before moving here, because there's a lot of great things about the Philippines as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not here just to put all the crap out there. This place is beautiful. Got good people, very nice people overall. I mean, not counting the drivers, of course, but the people here are amazing. The watercolor is amazing. The fruits are amazing. There's a lot of good things here. The birds, you hear so many different birds, not the roosters, but like just birds and flowers and everything. It's a beautiful country, but
Beach.
the beaches too. But you have to understand that all that other stuff you're going to have to deal with too. So anyway, we just wanted to give you a little update. If you're thinking of moving here from another country, what you can expect when you get here. Anyways.